Good afternoon. How are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Frida Mani. I just want you to know that I appreciate your watching, and I just want to discuss a few things that can affect our lives. Normally, when we are young and we are choosing careers, you could take banking as a career, but also remember that even your children would do so. They would also take banking as a career. And for that matter, that's why I want to discuss what happens on the other side of the counter. As in, you usually have customers, then you have the customer carers or the cashiers, the administrators, and generally the banking staff. I want to tell you what happens on the other side when somebody is a banker. The reason for that is that banking is a very interesting career. It's also very beautiful. It's a career that can take you very far. It's a career that can help you get finances so that you're able to invest for the future. And for that matter, it's very futuristic. However, when one is on the other side as a banker, there are certain things they go through or they experience. I tell you this from a point of experience because I was a banker. I worked in the bank for 20 years. And because I know our children would want to be employed in the bank, it's good for them to have an idea or some knowledge of what really happens. When you're in the bank, you get usually paid good salaries. Bankers are good payers. For that matter, they pay good salaries to their staff, generally. But the staff also can have issues even if they're having a lot of money. For example, in the bank, one has to be prepared to work very hard. They have to be prepared to not only work hard, but they have to be prepared to have very good customer relations. They also have to be prepared to be very focused and not to be wayward. So while one is in the bank, they are not only able to get good money, but they can also misuse the money, the salary I mean. Bankers may appear like they have money. I may look like I'm contradicting myself. I'm not. They may appear like they have money, but the money that they have is not usually in cash. The money is usually in assets, because bankers are able to borrow money for whatever reason. They may want to buy a house, they may want to buy a car, they may want to buy a property, they may want to build houses. Those loans are available, as in the bank gives them loans and they can be able to do all that. So you find bankers take the loans, then they invest, and then what will happen is that every month the loan repayments are deducted from their salaries. So sometimes they end up not having any cash on them. That's one experience. The other experience is that though they may not have money, because of the stresses the bankers go through every other time because of too much work in the office, and particularly they are given deadlines as to do this and that. They must balance their books, they must remit finances, they must deal with queries. They get stressed, and for that matter they end up becoming drunkards because they go to drown their issues in the bank. Sorry, not in the bank, in the bars. So much as they earn good money, if bankers are not careful, they are likely to end up with no money at all because of that reason that I've given you. Then the other bit that is an experience for many is that when one works at the bank, they cannot be able to do businesses for the simple reason that there is no time, because they go to the bank in the morning at 7, they leave after 5, others leave at 8, others leave at 9. And I had one time to leave the bank at 2 a.m. It was a one instance, but many of the times when I used to leave the bank after 9 o'clock, having left home at 7:30. So you find that